The crowd is screaming your name. 50,000 people, all of them watching you, all of them wanting the same thing, your blood or his. You choose. You always choose. That's the only freedom you have. And somehow, it's enough. This is your life as a gladiator, and it is nothing like the stories. You are not born into this. You fall into it. It is 100 AD, Rome at the height of its power, 1 million people in the city. 50,000 of them will watch you fight today. But 3 years ago, you were nobody. A farmer's son from the provinces, debt, drought, no options. A man in a clean tunic made you an offer. Sign here. 5 years, food, training, a chance. You signed. You had no idea what you signed away. The Ludus Magnus, the gladiator school next to the Colosseum. You hear it before you see it. Metal on metal, men grunting, someone screaming, then silence, then screaming again. The lanista, your trainer, your owner, your everything, looks you up and down, says nothing, points to a wooden sword. Pick it up. You pick it up. Again. You go again. This continues for 6 hours. That night you eat better than you have in years. Meat, barley, beans, wine. The man next to you, a Gaul named Brennus, explains it simply. They feed us well because dead men don't fight. He laughs. You don't yet understand why that's funny. You will. Here is the first thing nobody tells you about being a gladiator. You are more valuable alive than dead. The lanista paid good money for you. Training you cost more. Killing you in the arena costs the promoter a fee, the price of replacing you. So they keep you alive, feed you, heal you, train you. You have a doctor, a real one, better than most free Romans can afford. The legionary on the frontier eats grain and sleeps in mud. You eat meat and sleep on a bed. The irony is not lost on you. You are a slave, living better than soldiers. Training is everything, 6 hours a day, every day. First, the post, a wooden stake in the ground. You hit it over and over until your arms stop working, then you hit it again. Shield work, footwork, the thrust, the cut, the retreat, 1,000 times, 10,000, until it stops being a technique and becomes instinct. Your body changes, shoulders wider, hands stronger. The calluses on your sword hand are so thick you can't feel the grip anymore. You don't need to feel it. Your arm knows what to do without you. 3 months in, you fight another trainee. Wooden swords, but real hits. He breaks 2 of your ribs. You break his nose. The lanista watches, says, better. That's all. You sleep on your broken ribs. Tomorrow you train again. You have a type. Every gladiator does. They look at your build, your reflexes, your instincts, and they decide what you are. You are a secutor, helmet, shield, short sword, the chaser, the aggressor. You go forward, always forward. Your opponent, the retiarius, has a net and a trident. He runs. You chase. He tries to tangle you. You try to close the distance. It is a dance, a very deadly dance, and 50,000 people pay to watch it. First fight, the Colosseum. Nothing prepares you for the sound. You hear it before you see it. A wall of noise so thick it has physical weight. You walk out of the tunnel, and suddenly, there it is, 50,000 faces, all of them looking at you. Your opponent walks out from the other side. You've never seen him before. You don't know his name. In 20 minutes, one of you might be dead. The editor, the man who paid for the games, gives the signal. You raise your shield. He raises his net, and it begins. The first thing you notice, it's slow. Not like training, slower, more careful. Every step calculated, every feint deliberate. This is not a brawl. This is chess with swords. He throws the net. You dodge. He retreats. You chase. He throws again. This time, it catches your arm. 1 second of hesitation. He lunges with the trident. You get the shield up. The impact staggers you. The crowd screams. You rip the net free, close the distance. He has no weapon at close range. You put your sword at his throat. He raises one finger. The crowd decides. 50,000 thumbs. Up. He lives. You walk back through the tunnel, hands shaking. Not from fear, from the sudden absence of it. The lanista is waiting. Not bad, he says. High praise. You win your second fight, your third, your fifth. And something unexpected happens. Rome notices you. Your name appears on walls, painted in red. Fans argue about your record in the streets. Women leave notes at the Ludus gate. A senator's wife sends you a gift. Merchants want your name on their products. You are a slave. You cannot vote, cannot own property, cannot leave. But half of Rome knows your face. The money comes. Prize money from victories, tips from the crowd, gifts from admirers. Your lanista takes his cut. Of course he does. But what remains is more than most free men earn in a year. You have no way to spend it yet, so it accumulates. Here is the truth about death in the arena. The one thing every story gets wrong. Most gladiators don't die. A good fight costs money to arrange. Killing a trained fighter costs even more. The lanista must be compensated. It is cheaper and more entertaining to let the loser live and fight again. Most fights end in submission. Most submissions end in mercy. In a good year, you fight 3 times, maybe 4. Each time, you might die. Each time, you probably won't. This is the math you live inside. Probably won't. Probably. Year 3, you are given something extraordinary. A rudis, a wooden sword, the symbol of freedom, your record, 14 fights, 14 victories, 0 deaths. The crowd loves you. The editor offers the rudis publicly. A gift, a spectacle, a story. You accept. You are free. You stand in the arena one last time. 50,000 people screaming your name. And you realize something strange. You don't know what to do next. For 3 years, someone told you when to eat, when to train, when to fight, when to sleep. Now there is no one, just Rome, and your name on its walls, and more money than your father ever saw. You could walk away. Many do. You don't. You sign another contract, voluntarily, as a free man. You negotiate better terms, better pay, more control. But you go back, not because you have to, because the arena is the only place you feel completely alive. The crowd, the opponent, the silence before the signal. Nothing else comes close. Some men are broken by the arena. You were built by it. Years pass. You retire for real eventually. Open a small training school. Teach young men the post, the footwork, the thrust. Watch them make the same mistakes you made. One evening, a student asks you, "Was it worth it?" You look at your hands, the scars, the crooked fingers, the knuckles that never healed right. You think about 14 fights, about the men who raised their finger and lived, about the ones who didn't get the chance, about 50,000 people screaming your name, about a wooden sword that meant freedom. Worth it? You laugh. It's the wrong question. You didn't choose it. It chose you. And then, somewhere along the way, you chose it back. That's the only answer that matters. This was your life as a Roman gladiator. Not the movie version, not the myth, the real one. The blood, the crowd, the money, the freedom you had to earn with your hands. If this kind of history speaks to you, subscribe and tell us in the comments, whose life do you want to live next?